So how much do I risk per trade when I'm trading with prop firms? So it's going to vary based on a couple things. The first thing is, am I on the evaluation stage or did I actually make it to the funded account? Because on the evaluation stage, I definitely risk a lot more. And just the reason for that is there's less at stake here. But once you get to the funded account, that's not something I want to lose. So I want to go a lot slower and give myself a lot higher of a chance of actually being successful. But also, I said it's going to vary based on what firm I'm trading with. So, for example, when I trade with TopStep, I risk the whole drawdown they give me on every trade that I take. So, I'm pretty much just going for half of that profit target because they have a 50% consistency rule. So, as soon as I satisfy that 50% for the day, I'm out and I'm risking that whole drawdown. The main reason for that, though, is I don't want to be on the evaluation for any longer than I need to, and TopStep has rules that just align with that. But, for example, if I'm trading with Alpha Futures, they have a daily loss limit in place that's 50% of your maximum loss limit. So they're not going to let you risk your full drawdown in one day. And on top of that, their rules actually state that they discourage risking one trade and using your whole daily loss limit. So pretty much they're telling you they want you to risk lower on the evaluation, and pretty much what that means for me is if they're going to force me to risk lower on the evaluation, that means I'm going to buy a little bit more evaluations than normal because it's going to take me a little longer to fail or pass, but then at that point it would be more evaluations failed or passed. So that's pretty much how I handle risking on my funded accounts. But once I actually do get to that funded account, the one thing I did leave out is that was the evaluation stage. But for the actual funded account, I usually risk either I figure out how much drawdown I have, and from there I divide it by 4 or 5. I figure out how many trades of breathing room I want to give myself, and from there I just figure out what that would be divided by my total drawdown. But if, for example, you have a lower win rate strategy where you go for a higher risk reward, I think it would make sense for you to maybe give yourself more trades of breathing room because you're going to need it since you have a lower win rate.